Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live, and let's have a beer. Yeah, toast. Mama Jean's here. Jan's here. What are you drinking, Jan?
Wine.
Wine. What kind of wine?
Cabernet.
Cabernet. Mama Jean, what are you drinking tonight?
I've got sweet white wine.
Sweet white wine. And I'm supporting our Florida farmers with the citrus. So grab your favorite cold one. We've got a great show planned for you tonight. Let's have a beer, and we're going to kick off talking about the moms. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mama Jean adopted me at birth. Thank you for that. I couldn't have picked a better mom. She adopted me. She and Dad adopted me at birth. And then 16 months later, what did you do?
Well, we adopted another one.
My blood brother. So I was raised with my blood brother from birth. How that all happened, I have chosen not to really figure all that out. But they've always been really cool and said, if you want to know who your mom and dad are and all that good stuff, they have really, really been open to that. And Barry has found that out, my blood brother. And Mom, thank you. I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
I am honored and blessed to have two fine sons and a terrific daughter-in-law who I claim as my daughter.
Yeah. And happy Mother's Day to my lovely wife, Jan. We've got two beautiful children. You did a great job raising them.
We have great grandkids. That's true.
And they live in Kansas City. Our oldest is an architect. His name is Shane. And our youngest is a daughter, and her name is Lauren, and she's an interior designer. And Shane has his own firm. And our daughter is an interior designer for a company, but they do work on projects together. So we are really, really proud of them. Look at this, Mom. Debbie Whitaker's checking in, and she adopted her son at birth.
Oh,
that is so cool.
Yes.
That is so cool. Thanks for sharing that. Crystal Lewis is watching. Hey, Chris is watching. Christine Mancuso is watching, and she has a happy Mama's Day. Yeah, from Chris and Pete, your friend Pete, Cleaners Pete and Chris are watching, wishing you happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, Christine.
Here is to all the mothers. Yes. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Mother's Day.
Yes, you bet.
Special people.
You know, what do you two want for Mother's Day? Mom, what would be the perfect Mother's Day for you with COVID-19 coronavirus and today's situation?
Just your love and all the excellent care and letting me live with you. That's all I ever want.
Well, we love having you here.
That's just perfect.
Well, we're gonna get Mom's favorite meal. We asked her what she wanted, and tell everybody what you wanted for Mother's Day.
Well, my favorite place to eat is Cheddar's because I love chicken, and I like mashed potatoes.
So you got fried chicken, and double mashed potatoes.
Yes.
With the works. And we're going to pick it up at Cheddar's, and we're going to eat at home, and we're going to be safe.
Yes, you bet.
And Jan, what would your perfect Mother's Day be?
I'm going to be more selfish. I want my hair done and my nails done. And sounds like we're going to be able to do that.
That's right. The Governor DeSantis said this afternoon that the barbers and the hair salons and the nail salons can open up on Monday. And I think you've already made an appointment.
I did. Friday.
Yeah. Get rid of this hat, right? That kind of thing. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms. We love you. Show us what you're drinking. Share some chat with us. We've got the chat window open, and it's working tonight, thankfully. We had a challenge with that last week. And Scott Rundell's checking in, Mom, from Wichita. My best friend from high school. Scott, how you doing? Happy Mother's Day to both Jean and Jan.
Yes.
Happy Friday. Scott, what are you drinking, buddy? Hope you and your wife are well, and you have a great weekend too. All right, we've got a big show lined up for you today, and we're going to kick things off with Blake Smith. Captain Blake Smith has been out on the water. The boat ramps opened up here in Polk County and Lakeland a week ago. Captain Blake, how are you, man? It's been a long time.
Too long. So actually, it's only been like a day since I yelled at you across the street, but it's definitely been too long since we could chat with all the fans and people out there asking about fishing.
So you had a great week on the water, man. How did you land these lunkers, buddy?
We did. I had a great friend come down from Atlanta. If you're going to social distance, the 6 feet from the front to the back of the boat works extremely well for social distancing, but we had a great week. We caught 4 fish this week that were all over 8 pounds, including one that was 11.6.
Wow.
which was a exceptional bag of fish. I think one day for 5 fish, we had over 36 pounds of bass for 5 fish.
Wow.
We're going to
So-
show a couple of these pictures.
Yeah, there's one. That's the
Wow.
11.6. And that one is actually, we released her alive due to the trophy catch. We try and make sure we release all the big girls alive. But she is being mounted over the next 7 months. Not her personally, but a fiberglass replica of her is being mounted. And I'm thankful for Tony Demetris, who paid for that. After seeing that fish caught, he was excited. He said, I got to see it, a replica of it again.
Blake, I don't mean to be an idiot, but how do you do that? Is that done from a picture?
It is. What they do is they take a fish of that size was fiberglass replica originally, probably years ago. And what they do is they post, they'll do a fiberglass mold of that fish replica, and then they will take all the pictures in the length and girth that we took of that fish, and
Okay.
they will actually recreate a picture out of that fish. So, which is going to be pretty cool to get to see that fish again and know that she's still alive and swimming around a lake. So, it's going to be a beautiful fish and a beautiful mount, and I'm excited to see her again.
And you've got another picture you want to show off here too.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Tell us about this one right here.
Man, that was another one. That was an 8.7. We caught that one actually yesterday, and
Wow.
that was just.
Okay, we lost Captain Blake Smith, but you can catch him, and he does do charters. So you know what? If Mom likes to fish, and I think we've got it back here. There we are. Hey, Blake, you've been lost, but now you've been found. Welcome back to the show.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I actually tried
Cheers.
to touch the picture and it just kicked me off. So anyway, that was an 8.7 that was caught yesterday. And very simple ways. We're using some chatterbaits, but we're also using a thing called a Gary Yamamoto swim and Cinco. And we used to talk a lot about that on the show. And it's just a very simple tactic. Catches those big fish right now. And there's a lot of big fish to catch. So all of our ramps are open back up that I know of. I was more concerned with the ramps opening up than I was the hair salons, to be honest with you. Right? So, and luckily they knew the pecking order because they opened the ramps before the hair salons, because they knew they had to get all the guys out on the lake so they could get the ladies back into the hair salon. So,
was Megan with you? Because that looks like a fish she caught.
You know what? Megan does. And here's
I know.
Something that's scary about that is next Thursday, if you follow FLW, which is the tour I fish for, they got 500,000 followers on Instagram. Megan and I will be taking over their Instagram in a tournament against each other. Which is kind of terrifying. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I took her Friday, and before I could even catch a fish, she caught 5.
Oh my God!
It's gonna be. I see a comment on here.
Yeah, you need to answer that. Tell Roger about my fish. That looks like your mother, Robin.
Yeah. So I took Mom out last week. I guess it was a week and a half ago on the lake, and Mom caught an 8.9. Just pure giant fish, and I wish we would have put a picture on that and on there, and I'm sure that there is a we can do that next week. I'll send you a picture and you can post it so people can see it. But beautiful big fish. I mean, it was a giant in the making, and Mom had a great time, and it was just a fun time being out there on the boat with her. So but she caught that on just a plain Jane Cinco on a spinning rod, and had a grand time. I think everyone for about a mile around our boat knew that Mom had hooked that fish. And I think people actually thought somebody had gotten hurt on the boat because Mom was screaming. And but she kept her composure once she got it in the boat. But the problem was that she called me multiple times after that just to remind me that she caught a bigger fish that day. So,
got to keep you in check, right? Keep that ego in line.
And in the spirit of Mother's Day, what I had to do before yesterday is call her and say, Mom, because this is how competitive we are. Mom, not only did I beat your fish once today, but I beat it twice.
Oh,
you know what?
In the spirit of Mother's Day. What a great son.
In the spirit of Mother's Day, I had to do that because my mom's biggest fish is 13 pounds that she caught in Tenor Rock.
Oh my
God. Yeah, so
Go Robin.
she's got me so beat it's not funny, and so I have to rub it in occasionally when I'm able to beat mom. Now, I do know that when I go out with Megan on Thursday, there's a good possibility that that it's not going to be pretty, and I'll probably lose all my followers on Instagram, and they'll all be following Megan at the end of the day. So
It's
it's
all
going
in
to be
the
good.
family, brother.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited about it. But fishing is super duper hot right now in Polk County, and the reason is because we've spent a month and a half with no fishing pressure out there, and so you pretty much can go catch them on anything. I've been getting a lot of calls, but I will tell you this: I am guiding. So
You're doing
anybody,
guide trips.
yes. So for the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we'll call it an out of quarantine special. I don't have COVID, nor does anyone in my family, so we will go take you out fishing. Um, and so people can send me a message on Facebook or Instagram or any of those things, and we can chat about that. But there's a lot of fish and a lot of really really big fish to be caught right now in Polk County.
Captain Blake, speaking of your family, we've all been safer at home here in Polk County and Lakeland and kind of quarantining to keep everybody safe. How many ladies do you live with in one
Oh,
house under one roof?
yeah. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but right now I'm out in the backyard, having my time, um, because the girls are all inside. But I have 4 girls, including not including my wife. So that's five, five little ladies that live in my house all the time, with Megan, Aniston, Emerson, Adeline, and Selah Jane. We have five. We have 4 girls ourselves. So.
Four
Um,
girls and Captain Blake.
4 girls, and then Megan and myself. So 5 girls and me, and I'm way outnumbered. There's no doubt I'm way outnumbered.
Hey, what keeps you centered, Captain Blake? What keeps you, centered and rock solid during times like this? What is it?
My faith. I mean, you know that, Roger. I mean, the biggest thing with me is, I love to be outside and love to be out and create, God's creation, things like that. But, we've had a piece about this from the entire get go. We've taken all precautions and tried to stay at home and do the things that the government recommends that we do because, we're going to follow direction. But the biggest thing is we've had a constant faith in Jesus Christ that no matter what happens, that He's in control throughout this pandemic or the recession or whatever's happening. We know that we are in the palm of His hand, and that's what gets us through. You know what? It was funny. I posted a comment yesterday, and I have to look at it. But there's a lot of people I've talked to a few people, and even on tour, that are just plain out depressed right now, which is kind of depressing, including myself. Like there's been times knowing that I'm out of tour for 2 months, which means no work for 2 months,
Sure, that's scary.
hanging out, and and it is depressing. There's a lot of just negative stuff in the media, and there's a lot of negative stuff just when you go to Walmart and there's 42,000 people in there, and but you know there was a Bible verse I posted yesterday on my Facebook, and people are more than likely to follow me or follow my Pro Blake Smith page, but it says that the Spirit um, yearns for a relationship with us, and no matter what we do, God is constantly yearning or craving a relationship with us, and we're never by ourselves. So to me, that is such a comforting factor that no matter what we deal with, no matter how bad the situation gets, no matter what the outlook looks like, that God is yearning for yearning for a relationship with us, and we can find peace in that. So,
Amen.
so that's how we do it. It's how Megan and I and the girls stay grounded, including my mama who's on here. Stay grounded, just grounding our faith and grounding our relationship with Jesus Christ, and then of course catch a lot of big fish. That helps out a lot too. So.
Captain Blake, thanks for sharing that. And your church is actually doing drive-in church on Sunday if people want to join you.
That's right. Kathleen Baptist Church off Kathleen Road in North Lakeland. You don't even have to get out of your truck, which is pretty awesome. I go to a pretty country church, right? And it's Southern Baptist, but it's country, and they accept all people. They love everybody, and that's the whole key there.
Yes,
But
sir.
at 9 a.m. every Sunday morning, you can literally just drive your pickup or drive your minivan or drive your Chrysler or whatever it is, or maybe not a bicycle, but everything else, and park in their parking lot for 9 a.m. and they have worship and a message. And last week we even had communion, which was pretty darn cool to get to experience something like that throughout a situation. So it's blessing. It's a blessed time. We're out of there in an hour. So those people that, hey, listen, I don't go to church because it's I don't want to sit there for all day in a church or stand, sit, and kneel or whatever it is. Listen, you get to sit in your car, turn your radio station on, which you're good at because you listen to Roger every day, and listen to church in the seat of your vehicle. So it's pretty awesome, and people can send me messages about that too, or send you messages, Roger, and we will link them in the right direction. But it's a lot of fun. You get to experience the Holy Spirit in your car seat, and it's been a good time for the past few weeks.
Captain Blake, thanks for sharing that. Once again, how can we reach you? Because I know some people want to take guide trips with you because they just saw the fish that you land when you go out.
Right. You know what? The best way is they can either message you or message me on our private message, I guess that's what it's called, or instant messenger, or whatever that is.
Messenger, I think, Blake.
Messenger. They can send a message. And listen, if I don't get back to you in a week, send another one or try and find another way, because sometimes it filters our messages and makes it where like people that I don't know or something, it might filter it. But you can go to Pro Blake Smith on an Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything, and send me a message, and I will get back with you, because we try and stay adamant on that to be able to stay in contact with fans and also people that are just wanting to go fishing, period. So lots of ways to get in contact. If not, worst case scenario, reach out to Roger, and you'll be able to get a hold of me, I promise.
We'll set you up. Hey, don't run off. We've got some great entertainment here in just a few minutes, Blake.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate Captain Blake Smith. Off. Not only is Captain Blake Smith a heck of a friend, he's a great neighbor, and he just does a lot of good stuff in the community. Thank you, Captain Blake. Well, guys, ladies, we are going to try something new here. We had some listeners this week say, I want to be a part of Let's Drink a Beer. I want to come on the screen, and we've got Crazy Terry checking in. And
Crazy Terry?
Yeah, Crazy Terry said she wanted to be on the show. So let's see what Crazy Terry's up to. Hey, Crazy Terry, how are you?
Hey.
I want you to know, I'm going to tell my pastor I ain't drinking something beer like. I'm drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade, and it's just called hard because we're in quarantine.
Are you in the bathtub, Crazy
No,
Terry?
preacher, want you to know. Hey, how you doing? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Can you see me?
I can see you.
You're in the bathtub, it looks like.
Well, it's the only place I can hide from my family, Roger. They're driving me crazy. I come in here for peace. It's the only place I got peace and quiet. They don't come in here. They won't come.
So you've been quarantined with your family?
With my Mike's Hard Lemonade. Just, celebrating quarantine.
Have you been celebrating quarantine with your family?
Well, I wouldn't call it celebrating, Roger. I can tell you this. My husband blinks 300 times in 60 seconds. Not that I'm bored or anything, but good Lord, mister, what are you doing with those eyeballs? I don't know what he's doing. I can tell you how many ceiling tiles are in my laundry room, because I hide in there sometimes too. It's all good, clean fun, Roger. All good, clean fun.
How come your candle's not lit there in the tub, Crazy Terry?
Well, usually I don't use this for a candle. I usually put my Xanax in there, but I just put a candle in there to be fancy.
I like your hat.
I'm being fancy. That's how I am. See? I'm fancy.
Fancy.
Tell us about that hat.
Oh, look, it's from my grandpa, Don Don. You know why? That's not a nickname. His name is Don Don, because they wanted to name him after his two grandpas. And they're both named with Don. They didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so they named him Don Don. So it's from him. He gave it to me for Mother's Day, which was sweet as sugar, which was sweet. And, I got a sister named Teresa, and my name's Terry, so, we don't ever hurt anybody's feelings. I was named after somebody that got hit by a train. Who tells her kid that? She lived to tell, but I'm just telling you, it's a weird story. Look at me flaunting my wealth.
Hey, cheers to that.
Look how rich I am. I like to put this in my back seat, and then somebody thinks they're going to steal it, because I'm trying to get rid of my car. Don't tell Grady Judd.
Leave it unlocked.
If you're listening, Grady, I don't mean it. I don't. I'm just lying. I'm a liar, 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 pants on fire.
I think Grady Judd, he was supposed to be on our show tonight. I think we're going to have him next week, Terry, so it's your lucky day.
Well, gosh, that's kind of fancy, ain't it? Woo, got some celebrities. I see you can't have them on when I'm on, but that's okay. I'll just make sure I'm law-abiding when he's on.
We tried.
Not that I ain't ever law-abiding, but, I'll be careful.
This is cool that you decided to come on the show, Terry.
Well, Roger, ain't like I got anything else to do. What else am I gonna do? I'm sitting in my bathtub. It's not like, I can probably listen. Lord.
What do you want?
Crazy. My sister's
What do you
here,
want for
her
Mother's
youngins.
Day? What would
My
be?
husband's here. My son's here, and his girlfriend's here, and I'm like, Lord, it's crazy in this house. Just crazy. I don't know what to do. And you know what? I'm so glad the paces are open. Look at my eyebrows. They look like two caterpillars social distancing. I'm like, Lord, I gotta get these things done. My son says I look like I'm surprised all the time, and I'm like, I ain't surprised. There's nothing in this house that surprises me.
Oh, funny.
Hey, Crazy Terry, what do you want for Mother's Day this year?
Well, first of all, Roger, I take offense to you call me Crazy Terry. I think I need to be like tutorial Terry. Because you know what? I know what's going down in those roads, and I got some good advice. But, I am a little crazy, so call it like it is, I guess. Well, for Mother's Day, I just want some peace and quiet. I want my family to leave. I don't care if they eat in the yard. I just want some time to myself to roam the house. I just want to go out in the rooms and be like, look at me, I'm in the den. That's what I want to do. I want to walk in the kitchen without no dirty dishes. And I don't want somebody in there popping up popcorn all over the place and burn it in the microwave. I want to have my house to myself. I'm going to roam around like I own the place.
Good
That's
for
what I'm
you.
going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Look, I even got a big old key. I'm going to get in.
What's that?
That's
I
a
don't know why I have a
key.
big key on my wall in my bathroom. That's just the craziest thing. Like, I'm going to unlock a mystery. I don't know. What kind of mystery I got in my bathtub, but I can tell you right now, I'm as comfy as a cat in a blanket.
Awesome.
Oh, Lord, it's craziness. Look, I even got my pizza in here.
Oh, yum.
I know. I got me some Jets pizza. You know why?
I love Jets.
Because my husband feels bad for blinking so much, so he got me pizza.
So you don't have any pets because it's on the floor. No dog ate that.
I got a table in here. My dog Dolly Parton's out there whining. Can you hear her? Lord, she can sing. She ain't no really Dolly Parton, but I named her that because she's pretty and she's smart.
What kind of dog is it?
Hey, I love seeing your family. Hi, Grandma. How you doing?
Say hi.
Say hi, Crazy
Smart
Terry.
Rogers. You know I love you.
Hi.
Hey, Jan.
Hi. It's good to see
I
you.
love you. Look, I wore my fancy earrings for Jan.
I see that.
You
I
dressed
love
up
it.
for us. We love
Awesome.
that.
Well, you know why I like to be fancy for Jan. It's
Aw.
all, I'm fancy. It's just what
You
I am.
are.
I am
Love it.
fancy.
Love it.
Oh,
Listen, Dolly Parton out there. She heard her name. She thinks she's crazy. Lord.
tutorial Terry.
Tutorial.
Tutorial.
That's kind of a big word. I may have to change it because it sounds like toilet paper Terry, and we don't want that.
Like teaching
You
Terry.
don't need me sounding all rich and fluffy and highfalutin. My brother-in-law's here, and he's all highfalutin, and I'm like, I don't need that because you know why? He's from the city in North Carolina. Thinks he's all that. I'm like, hey, just because you're from Asheville, home of all the tourists, you think you're all fancy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
The dog doesn't either. Dolly Parton doesn't like it either, Terry.
Lord, I'll always love you, but you need to be quiet. I'm back.
Crazy
Well,
Terry, you have a happy Mother's Day.
Happy
I
Mother's
will. Hope I get some peace and quiet, Roger. Say a prayer.
I do too.
Say a big old prayer. Because, Lord, if I don't, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to tape my husband's eyes together.
Oh.
I can't take that blinking. I can't take it. Buy him some sunglasses. Roger, I love you. Love your family. Hey, Jan.
Love you too.
We love you
Happy
too. Hey.
Mother's Day, Terry.
Don't hop out of the tub yet. We've got some great entertainment.
And I love him to death. That's my story.
Don't get out of the tub yet. We've got some entertainment for you, okay?
Oh, I'm hiding right here, Roger. I ain't going nowhere.
Quiet. Happily quiet.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we've had a lot of fun here tonight. All right. Mama Jean, what do you think of Crazy Terry in the bathtub?
I'd like to hear her longer.
Oh, do you?
She's funny.
She's funny.
All right. Let's see who else we have on here. We've got some great entertainment coming up here in just a few minutes. And, well, it's time for them right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Tanisha and Amanda. They're known as Southerndipity. Good morning or good afternoon, ladies, or should I say good evening, ladies? I've been drinking my Blue Moon. How's everybody doing?
Good evening. We're doing great.
Yeah.
So you are Nashville recording artists, but you're from Lakeland. Where have you been hanging out during the coronavirus and the quarantine?
We have been hanging out in Lakeland. So
Okay.
Yeah, things are kind of closed up in Nashville right now, so.
You're lucky to have family and friends here.
Oh, absolutely.
So what's it like to be artist and you can't play in venues, you can't play in churches, because I know you do a lot of worship music, and you can't travel. What have you been doing keeping yourselves busy?
We've actually just been hanging out in the music room and playing music and trying to write some songs and keeping ourselves busy that way, that's for sure. It's definitely been hard not to get out there.
That's great. Tell us a little bit about Southerndipity, please.
Well, we've been singing for a really long time. I had Amanda, she started out singing when she was 2 in church, obviously. But we moved to Nashville back a few years ago, and Amanda, she just got married last month. So,
Congratulations.
Yeah, so she's real excited about that, and luckily he's a guitar player, so
That works out, huh?
Yeah, we try to take him when we go out of town when he can go with us.
Would you have accepted him, Mom, if he was the drummer?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, we're ready to hear some great music from Southerndipity. What's your first song?
All right, our first song is called Back to Our Roots. We wrote this about 2 years ago up in Nashville, and we recorded it up there, and we do have it on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Pandora. So, yeah, this is one of our first ones we wrote, so hope you enjoy it.
People don't live like they used to, and nobody really cares. They're all just playing a big old game. My granddaddy told me something that I'll never forget. No matter how tough it gets, girl, love don't walk away. And I linger on to those words that he said. So take me back to when I loved you was more than just a line, and forever meant longer than the end of time. Respect came as easy as walking in your boots. Lord, take us back, way back to our roots. Boys used to walk for miles and miles just to put a quarter in the payphone to talk to you. Grab a pen and paper and write down every thought. It goes in your heart. And I wanna know how it feels to be loved like that. So take me back to when I love you was more than just a line, and forever meant longer than the end of time. Respect came as easy as walking in your boots. Lord, take us back, way back to our roots. Way back to our roots.
Nice.
Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, Southerndipity, Tanisha and Amanda, thanks for coming on the show tonight. This is awesome.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. We've been looking forward to it all week.
We appreciate you taking time out on a Friday night. You know, things are opening up here back in Lakeland, and we're through phase 1, and the barbershops, the hair salons are going to open up on Monday. What's going on in Nashville? Have you heard what's opening? Are they in any phases, or are they still in lockdown?
I think they're actually still in lockdown. We haven't been up there in quite a while, but from what I heard, it's going to be a little while before Broadway's back up and going.
Okay.
So, yeah, it might take a little while longer for them up there for sure.
Well, we're thankful and blessed that we have you here in Lakeland and Polk County, and we're ready to hear some more music, ladies.
All right, we're going to do another original song. Which one are we doing? This is the
one
okay.
you did.
All right, the other one. All right, so we wrote 2 here recently, maybe about 6 months ago. These haven't been recorded yet, but we are working in the studio on these, so hopefully we'll have them out soon. This one's called I'll Take the Rain, so I hope you enjoy it. I see you walk in the barroom, the same old look in your eyes. My heart hits the floor as you pull me in times. We've been down this road before, so baby, please skip the lines. I'll head for the door as the storm rolls in tonight. So you take the whiskey and I'll take the rain. I don't want you to see me cry as I walk away. Oh, I'm just breaking my heart, but I just can't stay. So baby, take the whiskey and I'll take the rain. Just another late night call. You've been out with all of your friends. Let me out the door by now, but I know how this is gonna end. Oh, and the sound on my roof is at the end. So let the thunder roll. I'm not letting this away. So you take the whiskey and I'll take the rain. I don't want you to see me cry as I walk away. Oh, I'm just breaking my heart, but I just can't stay. So baby, take the whiskey and I'll take the rain. So baby, take the whiskey and I'll take the rain.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, ladies.
Thank you. We get that one requested quite a bit, so it's become a lot of people's favorites right now.
Tanisha, speaking of requests, we're getting a lot of great comments here on Facebook Live. Where can we find your music? Where can we find you online?
We have a Facebook page. It's Southerndipity. We have an Instagram Yeah, it's all one word, Southerndipity. And then we have what else?
I think that's about it.
That's it. We got Snapchat. We got,
yeah.
we got all that stuff.
There's so many of those out there.
I know. I have to look at her. I'm trying to keep up with all that. You're thinking about doing a TikTok because they got that going now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but we do have a lot of our music out on. We do have a Pandora station, and we do have iTunes. We have Google Play, Spotify, Amazon. So all our music is on that as well.
Very cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
You have time for one more?
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah.
Cool.
So this one's a little bit faster. We wrote this actually almost the same day we wrote the one we just sang. So this one's called "You Chose to Love Me Too Late." Yeah, we write all of our own music together, and so this we put a lot of our experience together and other people. Like, so we have friends that they'll tell us things they've been through, and we just kind of mesh it together. And we just come up with this song. It's called "You Chose to Love Me Too Late."
Driving down this old highway as the sun is going down. You keep lighting on my phone as I'm driving out of town. Maybe I should cry, maybe I should turn around, maybe I should feel more than I am right now. Yeah, I keep urban turned up. He keeps telling me that could still be us. Why couldn't you hold me when I was holding on to you? Why did you choose to dance at the end of my song? Why couldn't you see me when all I see was you? And baby, you chose to love me too late. Too late. Too late. I see you driving by my house, wondering if I'm home tonight. Checking all of my posts, seeing if there's a new guy. Maybe I should call you up, maybe we should talk this out. Maybe I should feel more than I am right now. Wish you would have showed me, help me, and love me just a little sooner. Why couldn't you hold me when I was holding on to you? Why did you choose to dance at the end of my song? Why couldn't you see me when all I seen was you? Baby, you chose to love me too late. Too late. Too late. 'Cause you only want the sunset out of the sun. You only want the sweet with all the dreams. You only want the dust with all the dawn. And you only want to love me when I'm already gone. Could you hold me when I was holding on to you? Why did you choose to dance at the end of my song? Why couldn't you see me when all I seen was you? Baby, you chose to love me too late. Too late. Too late. You chose to love me too late. Too late. Too late.
I love it.
All right.
Love it.
Amanda, you better read the screen. It says, "Proud husband right here. Love you, baby."
Aw, love you. He just got some really.
Ladies, thank you so much. Happy Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day.
Thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Thanks for having us on the show.
Sounded great. Give us your information one more time where we can find you, please.
Okay, we have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, also YouTube. We have a lot of videos of us singing in Nashville and different places on YouTube. So Southerndipity, all one word. You can check us out there.
Tanisha, Amanda, great job.
Great job.
Thank you.
Come on. Yeah.
God bless you both. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Well, we want to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. What a great show tonight.
I wish,
Happy
I
Mother's
wish
Day.
Ruth won.
Oh, you have somebody you want to say hi to?
Yes. I want to say hi to my best buddy, who isn't feeling very good today, but she'll be okay. And I wish you a happy Mother's Day, Ruth. I love you.
And how old is your friend Ruth?
92.
And
She'll be 93 in a few months.
so you and your friend Ruth, when we're not in lockdown and safer at home, what do you do on Fridays?
We go out to lunch.
And Ruth drives?
Ruth drives her Cadillac, and we have a ball. We laugh all the time.
And she drives.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And name some of the places you go to.
Oh, they take us down to Belk's, and we go to Penny's, and we go to Bell's, and a lot of places. We only get to shop one store, though. Then we're so tired we have to go home.
Where do you eat? I know you got a lot of servers that love you in Lakeland. They miss you because they've just been doing to-go orders.
We love the Garage.
Ford's Garage, yeah.
And we love Bob Evans.
Mm-hmm.
We eat at Olive Garden. And we try them all. Outback. It's fun.
What's absolutely funny is we'll go into a restaurant, Jan and I, and take Mama Jean, and everybody goes, "Oh, hi, Mama Jean. How you doing?" And she's been out there with her friends.
Yes.
Popular.
Mama Jean, you have one more request before we go. Christine Mancuso wants to hear some sports.
Oh.
So what do you think about Tom Brady joining the Bucs? What do you think about that?
I think that if they'll ever get to play, I think they'll do real well. But I don't think they'll win them all. But I think they'll do better than they have been.
Mm-hmm.
But since I'm a big fan of the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm not going to yell for him when they do.
Well, let's talk about their first game. They're going to play Drew Brees, and Jameis Winston is going to be the backup quarterback. Who's going to win that game, the Bucs or the Saints?
Oh, the Saints will take it. The Saints will win, and so will the Chiefs.
Okay, all right. Are you ready for NASCAR to start again?
I'm ready. Uh-huh.
Have you been watching this NASCAR where they race at home?
Yeah, it's been kind of fun, but it's not very exciting. It's not as exciting.
Not the same, is it? It's just not the same.
Not the same.
No.
Mm-mm.
And how about this documentary about your favorite Michael Jordan, your favorite? Have you been watching that?
I've been watching it pretty much, but I'm kind of disappointed because I want him to play a full game that like he's played and won so many, but they have a lot of other stuff they're talking about. And I don't like the other stuff.
Well, now you know something about Mama Jean. She's a huge sports fan, and she knows a lot about sports.
Mm-hmm.
You were born way before your time. You would have been one heck of a sportscaster.
Yeah, I would love to have done that.
And we might have to do that on YouTube or something. Mama Jean, the sports fan. We'll talk about that if I can afford her. I mean, I don't know if we can afford this woman or not.
My favorite, though, is basketball.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
And,
but I like all sports.
And when they get going again, who do you think is going to win the championship if they get to play the season out?
Which
Basketball, NBA.
Basketball? I think it's going to be the Bucks.
Okay.
Basketball.
And I think the Lakers will be in there.
Okay.
But I think the Bucks have a great team.
So did you coach basketball? You played basketball.
I played basketball.
You played basketball.
The girls'
All right.
basketball.
All
In
right.
high school.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you too.
Happy Mother's Day. Y'all have a great weekend. Be kind. Virtually love on somebody. Take care of Mom. And we will catch you next week. Let's have a beer. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much for Southerndipity. Thank you so much to Captain Blake Smith. And thank you so much, I think, to Crazy Terry. Yes, we love Crazy Terry.
She's a real good sport and fun.
She was funny. Happy Mother's Day, guys. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend. Catch you next week.